Hi all, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started on today's video, I'd just like to say a huge shout out and thanks to everybody that viewed the last video that I did on the USDA on Basic skate. Thanks to everybody that subscribed to the channel since then and has commented on the video. Hopefully that the questions that got raised on there I've answered in the best way possible. So I'm going to do another product review today after running a quick poll on Instagram. It seemed most people were interested in seeing these, which is the Intuition V2 skate liner. Are they worth the money and how do they compare to other liners that are available on the market? Let's find out. So for those that don't know, Intuition have been making liners for ski and snowboard products, I believe, for at least the last 20 years. They are highly recommended and regarded as the premium liner in those sports, and I've always been recommended these by other skaters that swear by them ever since I got back into blading, but I just could never justify the price tag because they do come with a massive price tag on them, and being the tight Yorkshireman that I am, I thought I can get a brand new setup for that. Surely these liners can't be worth the money that they are, but I can safely say that I'm super happy with these now. I was previously, when I got my grey 909s, skating the stock liner that came with them. These looking pretty beat up now. I switched those out because, again, I didn't want to pay the money for the Intuition liners to the MyFit Fat Boy. I discussed it in my last video that these have over time, they started to go in this area here. So there's all this padding here on this material starting to wear out. Lost a lot of support in them. I naively thought that if I get a thick liner, it's going to be super comfortable, which is one thing. But compared to the Intuition liner, the feel in the skate is completely different. With these, you're going to get a premium product. You can just, when you hold it in your hand, when you first get it out of the package, you just think this is absolutely quality. The stitching, there's no random sort of stitching missing or anything hanging out. It's just all been a quality design product. I did swap out the support at the back. I went for the yellow cuff support, just had a bit of rigidity to the actual liner, and I felt the difference straight away. Just looking at them, I thought this tongue's super thin when you compare it to just the MyFit or even the Dem liner. But once I popped them on my feet, I thought these are going to feel great, and that was in the 909 shell, and since switched to the Aeon shell. I did, on my first session in the 909s, thought that I bought the wrong size because I was getting really bad sort of toe cramp in my left foot, and my left foot went numb for a while, and I thought I've made such an expensive mistake here. These liners are not going to work for me. But after a couple of sessions, they broke in fine, and now I don't regret purchasing them whatsoever. The one thing that I would say is the issue that I had slightly was this part of the tongue was just digging into my shin a bit, so it caused a bit of a cut on my shin. But what I've done now is I just wear longer socks, and it just alleviates that problem straight away. So with the Intuition liner, they do come with this quite thin shock absorber on there. It is detachable, but it is pretty solid on there, and I've decided to keep mine on. Combined with the USDA on shock absorber, I'm getting a nice lot of comfort now. Not that I'm doing massive gaps, but it does feel really nice just on landing, nice and comfortable. I did get asked online just to compare them to a couple of other liners that I've ridden in terms of just the fit and how they feel personally. So just in terms of the toe box area on this liner here, in terms of the MyFit liner. So as you can see, the Intuition is higher than that, which surprised me when I took these back out, because actually I thought these were going to be smaller. But when they're actually in the shell, they feel a hell of a lot smaller. It's going to give you possibility to downsize on shells if you get the right size liner. When they're actually on your feet, they don't feel puffy at all in there. They just feel really nice, comfortable and solid. What you'll also get with the liner is this lacing system up top, which just adds a bit more support as well. Just make sure everything's locked in once it's actually in the shell. Something that's severely lacking on the Fat Boy liners especially. So after so long, these tongues have just started to wear down. They started to split in this section here. This is just all floppy, even with the laces tied really tight down on the boot. It just felt like my ankle was just moving around still, even though I had the right size liner in the shell. So would I recommend Intuition liners? Absolutely. If you can find them for a special price, or if you save some money up. I got mine Black Friday sale, and it's something that I don't regret buying at all. You've seen pros or just everyday bladers like you and me that have had these for 3 or 4 years plus. So when you really factor into it, this is a small investment to make for something that's going to last a long time. So hopefully that's given you a bit of a brief overview of the Intuition liners if you're thinking of getting them. If you've got any comments or questions, or you want to ask me anything about these particular liners, if you are thinking of getting them, then just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.